What's up, guys? So as you can tell by the title of this video, I will be doing a Q&A for the first time ever on this channel. I posted this on my community tab on YouTube a little over a week ago, 9 days ago it says here. And we got about 35 to 40 questions to go through in this video. Oh, look, figures, got some Black Series. This is the room where I have my Black Series stuff. My other room has my Transformers. But I do have a few on this diorama table where I make my dioramas. Savage Claw Mode. Govatron. Sideways. Long rack. Yeah. Some weirdo a few weeks ago commented on some videos saying how I never show off my figures. Bruh, my figures are literally in every single one of my videos. Like, what are you talking about? Bro, people just be making up whatever. But, anyway, let's go through these questions because we got quite a few to go over here. I was actually kind of surprised. I mean, I knew I would get a lot of questions, but I don't know, 35 to 40, that's kind of a lot, you know? But, okay. Which weapon should Shattered Glass Optimus Prime use? For context, I'm designing a Shattered Glass Optimus cosplay, and I feel a green energy axe isn't a weapon he should use, so I came up with two concepts. He should have a, what is this called? Scythe, I think? Or two, a hammer. And I don't know, maybe a hammer. Like, I'm reading his reasonings here. I think a hammer would be best, because I haven't read a lot of Shattered Glass, believe it or not, guys, but isn't Optimus like a real psychopath? So, I think a hammer would be a bit better for his version of the character. Let me lower this a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with hammer. How long have you been doing... so that first question, I forgot I have to say the names. So this one was from Dean Chua. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that last name wrong. And then this one is from John Binley, I think that's how you say his last name. How long have you been doing stop motion? And is this something you went to university to study? Not that I'm laughing at you asking a question. I'm just laughing at that. You think my stop motions are that good, bro? Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, a lot of people say they like my stop motions, but then you have some people that say my stop motions look like crap, which... I am never going to say my stop motions look amazing or are the greatest things on the planet, okay? I know they could use some improvement. And frankly, I really haven't done a lot of stop motions this year. A lot of the stuff you see in my videos are from either last year or the year before, with only a few I've done this year. I've really taken a back seat in terms of doing stop motions. But to answer your question, I've been doing them since about 2021, so about 4 years now, on and off. Nothing really too serious in terms of a career or anything. But no, I didn't go to a university. I've been watching stop motion videos on YouTube since I was like 4 years old, back in 2007. And yeah, I was one of those kids watching those 2007 movie figure stop motions and whatever else. And I always wanted to do them, but I never really got into it until I was like about 17, 18. I think I was just bored during lockdown, and I was like, why not? You know, just dabble into it. And I've been doing it ever since, on and off, basically. So yeah. Sugar Bear asks, favorite underrated figure. I almost said character. You know what? Let me throw this in here. He's on my diorama making desk. Cybertron 2005 Deluxe Class Long Rack. This figure is freaking fantastic. I know some of you guys may be laughing at the name. I do too. Long Rack is a weird name. But it's the Earth mode / Cybertronian mode, if you read the Beast Wars 2006 IDW comics, of the Beast Wars character Long Rack, who turns into a giraffe. Pretty cool character. Love this design. Oh my god, I keep pointing in the wrong direction. Love the figure. Got some decent articulation, and it just looks good. It's a fun figure to transform and mess with. This is my pick. Next question here. Why did this go to a random page? What is this? Oh, hold on. Gotta scroll back. I don't know what happened with my laptop here. So a stranger on the internet says, should Transformers be more cross-compatible, kind of like Super Sentai's mecha toys? I'm not familiar with Super Sentai's mecha toys, but I do agree. I think they should bring back the cross-compatibility more so of Transformers. You know, one of the best examples in the franchise is the Unicron trilogy. I mean, you look at the Cybertron figures, a few of them I got right here. You know, you got the cyber key gimmicks, and you could mix and match keys if you want to use different gimmicks or whatever. That's really kind of light in terms of cross compatibility. But when you get to Energon, it's like, man, you can combine and mix and match all these different Autobots. You got the Decepticons with their what was that attack gimmick called during Energon? But you got that going on. But really, it's the cross compatibility with the Autobots that really made the line fun back in the day. And I really feel like they got to bring that back more consistently with Transformers. I do agree. And of course, with Armada, you had the whole Minicon gimmick, which was a big selling point. And now IKVV asks, what made you love Transformers, and what was your first Transformers figure? What made me love Transformers is, so I saw a little ad, a little commercial on my TV back in spring of 2007 for a movie called Transformers. I know, it's taboo. A movie called Transformers on the Transformers channel. And I went to go see it, I think opening day around July 3rd or July 4th or something like that. And yeah, it's been, 17, 18-year love affair with Transformers. I got Energon on DVD at Walmart soon after. And then a few months later, Animated came out on Cartoon Network. And then after that, Revenge of the Fallen. And it just kind of just snowballed into me getting into something every year with Transformers. And here we are today, 18 years later. It's pretty great. And my first Transformers figure, I honestly don't remember. It had to be sometime in 2007. If I had to guess, I don't know. Maybe it was, I would have to assume it would be one of those gimmick figures. Maybe it was one of those Cyber Battlers, if any of you guys watching remember that. Or maybe it was Deluxe Class Brawl. Those are my two picks. I honestly don't remember. And Solaris asks, favorite Armada character and or Minicon? So, favorite Armada character, I don't know, it's kind of obvious here on the channel. Gotta go with my boy Hotshot. His character is so fun. Love his design, love the colors. Favorite Minicon? Gotta go with Sparkplug. The name is cool, quirky, a little bit of a reference to G1. Colors are cool, design pretty fun and quirky a little bit. So, those are my picks. And I don't even know how to say this name, sorry dude, but Atharagupta or something. Would you enjoy collecting concept art figures from stuff like War for Cybertron games, Bumblebee movies, maybe Reactivate? If they were to make a subline completely based on Transformers Energon, Armada, Beast Wars Prime, pretty much Legacy 2.0, what characters do you think they should immediately start with? Okay, so first question here. Concept art figures, I mean, they've already started doing those. I do want the Widowmaker at some point, but I don't really think she's that good of a figure, and I'm kind of low-key waiting for a sale, not gonna lie. I did have Bumblebee movie Megatron, but I ended up selling him because I want to get the either the KO version of that guy or the no, I don't want to get the KO version. The upscaled masterpiece interpretation of that mold. Or I'll get the Bumblebee movie Megatron interpretation that came out a few years ago from third party. So yeah, I mean, I've had a figure from that concept, that subline in the past. So I would, if they start making more characters that I'm interested in more so, like from the movies or Reactivate would actually be really cool to see. The Cybertron games, yeah, I'm down. And I think if they did a subline that excluded G1, kind of what you're saying here, I would be down. We need more Energon, we need more Beast Wars, especially more Prime that is actually faithful to the cartoon design. So Armada needs more faithful stuff. I'm going to be dropping some videos talking about those different continuities in depth for what Hasbro needs to improve on in the years to come with these updates for these continuities. So JD Raindrop asks, if they made a pigeon Transformer, but it was leader price, would you get it? Wasn't there a pigeon Transformer in like Japanese Beast Wars? Am I forgetting something? But I mean, hey, if it's a good looking figure, I wouldn't mind paying $60 for a big pigeon Transformer, I guess. Should they bring back something like Combiner Wars? Honestly, no. I didn't like how they handled Combiner Wars even back then. And I'm happy with how we're getting the combiners now. I may be a little miffed that we're getting a lot of commander slots taken up by G1 combiner leaders the last couple of years, but I mean, I think it's fine the way they're doing. I don't think we really need a subline dedicated to it again, you know. And then Toxic asks, favorite figure of all time. That's a tough one, actually. Before all the figure and third-party craziness the last 10 or so years, if you asked me 10 years ago, I would probably say 2007 Leader Class Optimus. But if you asked me nowadays, I would say... man, I honestly don't know. I just had a figure in my mind. I think I would have to go with this one that just keeps rattling around in my head. I know this is like a popular opinion, but Cybertron 2005 Leader Class Optimus, I think that would be my favorite figure of all time. I love that figure. You know, it's not as good as the new third-party figure, especially now that they reissued it, fixing all those QC problems with the first run. But still a really fun figure, and I love it till this day, 20 years later. Emi, my Discord mod, he asked me here if they did a Titan class High Tide, would you buy it? Also, what is your favorite food? Titan class High Tide. Who was High Tide again? I know. I'm a Transformers page, and I should know who this D-list character is. Hold on, I'm looking up High Tide. Transformers High Tide. Is this somebody's OC? Oh, this is from Rescue Bots. Okay. A cranky Autobot from Rescue Bots. Okay. High Tide. Interesting. Yeah, his design's cool. I would be down to get like, what do you ask here? Titan class? I don't know about a Titan class. How big is this character? Oh, are you talking about this version of High Tide? Yeah, this version looks pretty big. I mean, I don't know if they would ever do that. I feel like there's a ton of Titans they would do before a High Tide, but I'd be down to get like this this submarine version of him, or it looks like there might be a smaller version of him. I don't know. I didn't watch a lot of Rescue Bots growing up, so I really don't know a lot about these characters. But I'd be down for like a leader class or maybe even a commander. He has a really cool design. Favorite food? I don't know. I would have to say some sort of island food, because I am part Caribbean, Haitian. So I would have to go with some, I don't know, griot with some plantains. For those of you who are potentially Caribbean watching this video, or if you don't know who this is, what that is, look it up. Pretty good food with a side of plantains, not the sweet ones, the regular plantains. That goes crazy. Or maybe pizza. Pizza or griot. I'm gonna go with that, okay? Skullmaster asked, when will Studio Series Hound, Prowl, and Sunstreaker come out? Also, what do you think about Perspective End? Studio Series Hound, Prowl, and Sunstreaker. Probably around spring or summertime. That's in the Target exclusive subline for 86, so probably around that time, I'd say. And then Perspective End, you know, he's cool. I don't really watch, believe it or not, guys, I don't watch a whole lot of, like, Transformers YouTubers. But Perspective End is cool, you know. I know some people rag on him for his opinions, but hey, I mean, it's what he thinks about the figures. It really can't change anybody's opinions. I like 14th Prime. TJ Omega is cool. That toy guy is pretty good. Prime versus Prime. So, I mean, there's a few YouTubers I watch, but I don't really watch a whole lot of Transformers YouTube, you know. Theory Miss is good too. Caleb, the original, asks, he's got a few questions here. If you could choose the next AOTB Small Titan, who would it be and why? I'm going to go with Grandis. I want Grandis. I want to put him on my animated shelf, okay? I'm not putting him on my G1 shelf. I don't roll that way. I'm sorry. Because I want more obscure characters that appeared in animated. You know, I want more of the Auto Trooper, the Motor Master type releases for animated. Just bring it on, you know. Favorite original animated toy? I have a lot of the animated toy line, so have to go with, man, Leader Class Ultra Magnus, honestly. All his features, his articulation is pretty decent. He looks great. Great transformation. You know, he's a really nice figure. That would probably be my favorite from animated. Hot Shot or Hot Rod? I mean, come on, bro. You see the channel. You know who the two mascots are of this channel. Hot Shot. Come on. Last question. What are some underrated / overrated figures from the War for Cybertron AOTP you would recommend? He says United Windblade. I wouldn't go with that, me personally, but that's a lot of figures to pick from. I'd say Deluxe Class Black Arachne is a little underrated. I think she's pretty cheap on the aftermarket now still, so I mean, her articulation's pretty good, the transformation's nice and intuitive, she looks good, she may be missing some paint and maybe a bit inaccurate for the colors for the cartoon, but overall, really nice figure, and I think people don't really give that figure enough credit, because at least that figure can flip the spider legs behind her, unlike freaking tarantulas. Okay, so Alex Sanchez asked me, hello, I always wonder how many Transformers figures you have. How big is your collection? IDKY, but I get the feeling it's huge. Love the channel. Thank you for keeping us updated. Thank you. No, thank you for the support. It's guys like you, people like you in general, guy, woman, I don't care, trans, it doesn't matter, that keep me going. You know, you guys support the channel. You guys fund this weird little addiction of mine. You guys pay me. So, I mean, I love you guys more than you love me. So, thank you. How many figures do I have? If we're counting... Oh, you said Transformers here. I don't know. I've sold off a lot recently. I have to say maybe like 150? Somewhere around that. Nahu asks, who's your favorite Transformer? Come on. You know this. And I feel like I already answered this. Hot Shot. Come on. You know. Toucan asks, what's your favorite alt mode? Pontiac Solstice Jazz. Boomer asked me, who's your favorite TF continuity? Or what's your, not who's your, in character from that continuity? Favorite continuity? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go with the Bayverse. It's what I grew up on the most. It's what got me into Transformers. I was gonna say Unicron Trilogy because that was like what I got into right after Bayverse, but definitely Bayverse. That was my first love. And favorite character? I mean, who's the second mascot of this channel? It's Jazz. I love Jazz, and still to this day I cannot watch his murder scene. CSG3 Memes asked, what made you get into Transformers? The 07 movie. Seeing that in theaters just opened my interest and made little kid me run wild in my imagination. Evan asked, best Transformers movie? I'd have to say the 2007 movie, nothing beats it. And yes, I do have my nostalgia blinders on, and yes, I'm wearing a shirt with paint on it, because this is one of my art-making diorama shirts. Sue me, I don't care, I'm not dressing up for nobody. I'm gonna be me. I don't know why I said that, but in case you guys noticed, there was paint on my shirt. I just wanted to throw that out there. Saber Productions asked, hold on, let me get a sip of water. A lot of talking. Do you think it's possible for Hasbro to start doing new Superlink Energon figures after they complete Armada? I mean, shoot, they could start right now, but they're not. You know, it's ridiculous. I'm going to drop a video possibly later on this month talking more in depth about this, but man, like, there is so much demand for Energon characters, and it feels like the suits don't even realize it at Hasbro because they're too busy reading a couple G1 neckbeards who are still stuck in 2004 saying Energon sucks, when that is not the majority of the fandom. So yeah, I mean, just do it, Hasbro. Just do Energon, and you guys will see it sells just as good as literally every other continuity, including the Kiss Players figure you did a couple years ago. Yeah, it makes no sense. Raptor Monster asked, what subgroup of Transformers are the best? Like, is it Macromaster, Minicons, Combiners, Triple Changers? Subgroup, I gotta go with the Predacons. The Predacons are absolutely badass, whether it's the G1 Combiners or from Beast Wars. You know, you got freaking Inferno, who is this crazy for the colony character. You got Tarantulas, the mad scientist. You got Black Arachnia, the seductive weirdo. You got Megatron, who just wants to sit in his tub with his rubber ducky all day. You got Waspinator, who has got a few screws loose in his head. Like, the Predacons are amazing. So definitely them. Drifting Staryap asked, how much do you think accuracy counts in a figure's quality? Man. It depends on the figure. Like, if it's an older figure, I'll let it slide because it's got a bit of charm to it, and you can kind of just, finagle things however you want with your collection nowadays, especially for, like, the 2007 movie stuff. But nowadays, I think it means a lot. For what they're going for with accuracy and scale, you better get that stuff right with characters, Hasbro. Because it obviously means more now than ever, and they even say it themselves, you know. Digital Apple asked me, which had the better Cybertronian all modes for their respective toy lines in your opinion, animated or War for Cybertron trilogy? I don't know, animated didn't really have a lot of Cybertronian all modes. I gotta go with, well, you said toy lines, not the continuity, so I think animated beats the War for Cybertron stuff because the Studio Series figures have kind of been flops. The original figures, while fun, they're not really the greatest anymore for today's standards. So definitely animated. The few that they made just trump. Did I say is it Trump or Trump? I don't know. They're better in my opinion. Kakaru the Sixth asked, and do you believe Soundwave and Blaster should have been a Commander class instead of Leader Voyager class? Wait, what? Commander class? Are you talking about for Titan's Return? Hell no. Those figures need to stay at either Voyager or Leader class. Never should they be Commander. Cats and TFN asked, what combiner would you like to see next after Bruticus is complete? Give me... You know what? Yeah, Rail Racer. Yeah, I'm going to go with Rail Racer. I definitely want to see him. Ripple Ribbon Videos asked, what's something you want to cross over with Transformers? I know some people object to this the last couple years, but let me see that G.I. Joe crossover. We've seen it in comics for years now, for decades. Let's see it in either live action or animation. That would be pretty sick. Jason Star Prime asked, do you watch any anime? Also, would you be down with Studio Series remakes of 2007 cast? Yes, I'd be down because those figures are very outdated and I do not like them. And I watch anime occasionally. You know, I've seen some of the cult classics like Akira, Afro Samurai, Ghost in the Shell, One Punch Man. I've seen all the Transformers animes except for some of the G1 versions. I mean, I watch anime occasionally. It's not like a big part of my life. Daminator asked, do you think that Hasbro will make that canceled Sorry Sunback that was supposed to be in Generations AOTP in the mold of Cyberverse Windblade? I honestly don't think so, but I wouldn't put it past them. They do have a lot of weird ideas that we don't know about until they come out, so you never know. Superius Stop Motion asked, what figure do you want to be made by Hasbro, a third-party company? Since we threw a third-party out there, since I'm more of a third-party guy nowadays, well, with Hasbro, I want to see Energon Commander Class Megatron made, and for third-party, I want... you know what? Fudge it. Give me freaking... MP scaled third-party Cybertron Quick Mix that actually scales with all the other Unicron Trilogy figures. Give me that, you know? Just give me something crazy. Kakaru the Sixth again asked me, do you believe that Age of the Prime series should redo the Stunticons, reissue the first third wave of Studio Series 86 toys like what they be doing with the Dinobots? Yeah, I mean, reissue the Stunticons, definitely. They need a reissue pretty bad. And, you know, just reissue everything that becomes hard to get, you know? It just makes sense at this point nowadays. Dead End asked me, what alt mode would you have if you were a Transformer that includes color, faction, and customization? Alt mode, give me... Man, I want to be a tractor. I just want to be digging in the earth. Pause. Color, You know what? Paint me freaking pink, man. I don't care. Faction, make me a freaking Technobot, man. Why not? Cut or customization. I don't know what that means, but faction, yeah, Technobot. Why not? Just give me the wackiest transformation possible. There we go. Zilla. Oh, bump the camera. Dang. There we go. Zilla asked, "What is Transformers? Is it robots that transform and go vroom vroom, or is it all about make friends all the way?" What? I don't know, man. It's definitely about robots that turn into cars that go vroom vroom. Definitely. All day asked, he's got 2 questions here, it looks like. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Man, people have been doing this silly question since I was in like 3rd grade, bro. 14 years ago. I don't freaking know. I don't care. I don't even know what an unladen swallow is. What is it, a bird? A freaking butterfly? I don't know, bro. And then he also asked, who is your favorite third-party chug style / scale figure of all time? I'm going to be digging in the crates. I'm going in Universe 2008. I am going to say Voyager class drop shot from the Cybertron Defense Scattershot mold. That figure is peak. I had it when I was a little kid. So fun, so big, so durable, so robust. Give it. I want to rebuy it because I wrecked it when I was little 16 years ago in 08, 09. I think I got it for like Easter of 08 or 09. But yeah, that concludes it for the Q&A. A lot of questions. I'm going to be doing this monthly. So look out for another post where you could ask me a question in the community tabs. In about a few weeks from now, from this video, I'll put up the post to ask me a question at the end of each month, and then I'll do a video like a week or 2 later in the following month. So there you go, guys. Let me know down below what do y'all want me to do on the channel next for videos, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye!